Dames en heren, welkom bij weer een nieuwe podcast van de Ecom X Academy. En vandaag ben ik hier met een van onze topstudenten, Manuel. En Manuel die spreekt voornamelijk Engels, dus we gaan deze podcast ook eens een keer even anders dan normaal in het Engels doen. Dus bereid je even goed voor, want we gaan het even anders doen dan normaal. Dus welkom Manuel, how are you doing, bro?
I'm good, Alex. Thanks for having me. It's really nice being here. Sorry about the language, but that's how it goes. But it's also good to see that there's always a chance on bol.com, even when you don't speak the language. So.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit more, like, why do you only speak English? Where are you from? Why did you start with Ecom? Yeah, let's start there.
I come from Italy originally. I mean, I've lived a little bit of a nomad life for a few years, and then eventually work brought me over to the Netherlands. Life-work balance here is great.
Yeah.
Quality of life is really good. Met a woman that convinced me to stay, and 5 years down the line, I'm still here. Language is very hard, especially coming from Italian.
I could understand, yeah.
It's getting better. We're getting there.
Nice.
And Ecom has been a passion of mine for a few years now. Never really took action on it, but I always knew that at some point it was time to get out of the rat race and build something that would give me more freedom to live the life that I want. And e-commerce made sense. Always made sense. I tried a few things, never really worked out.
Yeah, what did you try, for example?
I tried Shopify, and it's funny enough because I saw your post today about selling on Shopify, and it's really hard. It has its advantages, of course, but to become successful and get the first momentum on Shopify, it really takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of money, and skills that you don't necessarily have when you start.
Yeah.
So I tried it, and I failed a couple of times, and then eventually I think I saw one of your paid ads on Instagram. I think it popped up on my page.
When was that, like in May or something?
Yeah, sometimes around end of April, beginning of May, something like that. And I was like, this guy is making a lot of sense.
Okay.
Let's see what he has to offer. And here we are, about 3 months later.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. So you tried a lot of things. You tried Shopify and now bol.com because it made sense for you, and you were like, okay, I want to escape the rat race. Then you took action. And I think that one of the key factors always with major things with the people who become successful is taking action, because there are so many people, for example, watching this video or other videos and just watching, but they don't take action, and you did. So, and why did you actually join our program? Because I know, to be honest, maybe you don't see all of them, but there are a lot of bol.com coaches and programs in the Netherlands and in Belgium. And why did you join our program?
There are a lot. It's just the first goal that I had.
Yeah.
You know, that there was a click. There was just something that resonated with me. But the main thing was the emphasis that was put on one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is what I really want. You know, I can go out and get a course anywhere, but if I don't get a little bit of guidance and accountability and support, I'm not gonna get anywhere. I mean, I'm a lot into fitness, and I've had coaches also through fitness. Of course, when you are followed by a coach one-on-one, you always get results way faster than just following an online program, for example. Yeah. So the one-on-one for me was really the key point. And given the results so far, I made the right choice.
Good to know. So let's first start of your results, of course. And I think people at home are really interesting. Like, what did you do the last couple of months? You started in, let's say, I think it was like beginning of May.
End of May, actually.
End of May you started? Yeah, with your store, right?
With my store. I signed up with the course around the beginning of May. And by the time the store got set up and products came in and all of that, I think was the 23rd or the 24th of May that my shop was open.
Yeah.
And
so,
it was extremely interesting because, like I said, I've tried Shopify before. And I went through months and months without achieving anything. And on the second day of my ball.com being open, I got my first A.
Yeah.
It
And
was.
how was that for you? The feeling?
It was a great feeling. It was like, okay, you know, it has to be something.
Yeah.
This has to be something, and call it luck. But you know, I took the time with you and the coaches to do the product research the right way.
Yeah.
We pick a product to start with, and I mean, we are 3 months down the line, and I think last month I sold 120 units of that product.
Yeah.
And that's 3 months in.
With one product, 120 units you sold.
One product, 120 units.
Okay, so yeah, that's really interesting. You know, I can say like we have like a lot of students, somewhere around 150 right now, active students, and to be honest, you can't say that for everyone. That like the second day they made the first sale and they are scaling up and they made so much money in a few months. But it's really interesting that you did that. You know, I think that the biggest difference between like our top clients and our top students and the people who don't level up really quick, I think personally is like that they take big risks. So for example, you and also Cristiano, for example, he's here as well with another podcast. You chose to go with our biggest how do you say that? Biggest coaching. So biggest coachings program. And what I see is the people that take the biggest coachings program, which is a little bit more to invest, they also make more money because when you pay attention. That's what I see with you as well. And then can you tell a little bit about your results? Because what was your goal at the beginning and where are you at right now?
So my goal at the beginning, my goals are very big, and I spoke to you guys also when we started. So I started the business on ball.com looking for the 7-figure exit.
Yeah.
That's the goal for me. And that goal of the 7-figure exit is the goal of the financially free life where I can manage it the way I want.
Yeah.
And I know that to get there, of course, the shop needs to create a 6-figure revenue every month.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. So that's ultimately the goal with ball.com. Getting to the point where there is a constant 6-figure revenue month after month after month. Of course, that doesn't happen overnight, but we are 3 months in, and my last month, which was August, we ended up at almost 7K in revenue. And again, this is with 2 products.
Yeah.
2 products, and also losing a few weeks because I started selling faster than what I can supply. At the moment, I cannot keep up.
Okay.
I'll say to the guy,
that's a good thing.
this week my stocks were empty because the last week in August was unbelievable.
Yeah.
The last week in August, things really picked up. I got a couple of good reviews on the product, and sales skyrocketed. Conversion doubled or tripled on one of the products, and you get to the end of the month and like, okay, I need to pick up things and plan a little bit better. But those are the things that you learn. Yeah. That's also side of the business, and that's one thing. That's why you need the one-on-one coaching. Yeah. Because sometimes you're like, oh, then what did I do wrong?
Now, because you get at a new level and new things that you come across and new obstacles, and then you need to find a new way.
Exactly.
So my last question, and let's end there because it's really exciting what you're telling. But what are your plans for Q4? Because I know Q4 is around the corner. You actually joined our new program. Actually, it's really good to see you. Welcome, brother, there. I will help you there as well to help scale up your business from now, let's say 7K to 14, 20K. Let's see where we can go. I have a lot of faith. And you only use 2 products, so it's like a numbers game. 10 products, how much are you going to sell
exactly.
then? Like 30, 40K, we'll see. What are your plans and your goals for Q4? It's now, for the people that don't know, 1 month before Q4.
Yeah. No. Plans for Q4 is my main winner is to brand it. Yeah. I already have the designers drawing up the packages and a little bit of branding going onto it. Make it look nicer, of course. Branded product sells a little bit more and increase revenue margins. Of course, some product testing, but again, that's also a tricky part because when you are selling a lot, you need to buy a lot of stock.
Yeah.
And your revenue doesn't only match up what you need to order. So you need to balance a little bit product testing with stock keeping.
Yeah, good
so
cash flow. Yeah.
Exactly. So I actually have a call with one of your coaches planned for next week, and we're gonna see how to balance that.
Yeah,
I need to make a decision if I go all in and focus on my two winners and just maximize revenue potential on those two, and just put product testing aside for a moment, or if we try to balance the two.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Choice to be made, but
Okay,
but definitely the branding, it's a big thing for Q4.
What do you think in numbers you may hit in Q4? If you're like
The goal for December is 25k minimum revenue.
Let's do it, man.
Ja.
Let's do it. Oké, man. Dames en heren, dit was een hele toffe episode met Manuel, een van mijn topklanten die in 3 maanden tijd 7k in een maand draait. En we gaan alleen maar verder schalen. Q4 is om de hoek, 1 maandje, wordt helemaal gekhuis. Dus super tof en ik spreek jullie.